I've always got a slogan in all walks of life: the harder you work, the luckier you get, or the harder you practice, the luckier you get. And that applies to everything, in business, in marriage, in raising children, or in sports. Whatever it is, you've got to work hard at it. It's just no automatic. Schooling is very, very important, and I was at a great school, and my mother died when I was very young, so I needed to go to a good school. And my father was working on a gold mine, 12,000 feet underground, making like a couple of $100 a month. And my brother was 17 years of age, fighting in the last war alongside the Americans and the British and the Australians in the last World War. At 17 years of age, and my sister's at boarding school, and I come home and my mother's dead and there's nobody there, and I travel in an hour and a half to school and an hour and a half back, and there's nobody there. So a good school was extremely instrumental in me becoming a champion golfer. There's no question about it that my school played a vital role, and for that I'm very, very grateful. My mother's loss is something I never forgot about. Even today I cry at 71 years of age because it affected me very much. But it did me a lot of good, and it made me become a champion. So what God takes away, He gives back in another way. And so the fact that I had to struggle, I incorporated it, or it became part of my life when I played golf. When I was 7 behind at Augusta in 1978, behind Tom Watson and all these great players, and I come back in 30 to win. Many, many tournaments I was 6, 7 shots behind, and I knew I was going to win. Because, man, I was a bulldog. I was a little fox terrier. I was never going to give up because I'd been through this difficulty. I'd had these difficulties to encounter. And I was accustomed to it, and I was poor, and I didn't want to stay poor. And I was going to do everything to not to ever give up. And just by fighting hard and having that experience, part of my life enabled me to become a champion. No question about it. You couldn't have two greater friends than Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus. Not only great champions, but great ambassadors for the game and for the USA. They were just so well behaved. And the thing that we got to remember, that if I may incorporate myself, I may include myself. Yes. We had the love of golf. It wasn't money. Money, that wasn't the criteria. There was no money to really speak of. We went around the globe promoting the game of golf because we loved it. We knew if we made the game grow to the extent that we helped it grow, manufacturers in this country would benefit, young pros coming along in the future would benefit, we'd have bigger galleries, there'd be more manufacturing, it would help the economies of the world. We realized this, and it was just great. I think I played in a very similar manner to Tiger. I was very, very intense and hungry, starving to win. Yeah. But I really was a giggler. And I love to laugh because it's God's great natural medicine. And my father had a hearty laugh. And I love people, and I love my work. I love to travel. It's the greatest form of education. And we're designing golf courses, over 50 golf courses, all over the world. The Middle East, Morocco, South Africa, Europe, United States, everywhere. I love it. Just absolutely love it. But education is the light.